This week on Your Newsroom.
I'm Erin Ware. SAE's Patty Murphy celebration was last week, where brothers commit their whole week to philanthropy and community service. Our cameras followed the frat all week and saw their good deeds up close.
I'm Isabella Kicklighter. With formals coming up, I take you to Casey Lash Studio and show you all the services to look your best for spring formal. This is a story you don't want to miss.
Speaking of spring, the start of spring football practice has finally started. We have an inside look at the start of the Clay Helton era team and what we can expect from the Eagles in the fall.
Plus, Eagle Battalion held a blood drive with the Red Cross at their facilities last week. Members of the ROTC and the community participated to give back.
If it matters to you, it matters to us, and it all starts right now.
This is Your Newsroom with Erin Ware and Amara Lewis. Plus, your team of reporters in the field covering stories that matter to you. Now from the Georgian Media Group, this is Your Newsroom.
Hey everyone, welcome to Your Newsroom. I'm Erin Ware.
And I'm Isabella Kicklighter.
Did you hear about Roscoe Dash performing at SAE over the weekend?
I did hear about it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go, but did you see all those amazing sheet signs down row?
Yeah, they were pretty awesome. For those of you who don't know, Patty Murphy Week is a national tradition for fraternity Sigma Alpha Epsilon. It's their biggest philanthropy and community service week of the year. And Your Newsroom's Asa Barley was with the frat all week and filed this report.
Georgia's Untitled Chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon has celebrated the story of 1920s gangster Patty Murphy and used the legend of his deadly shootout with fellow SAE brother and federal agent Elliot Ness as a way to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
What that does is basically it helps these children in need and helps their families to where that they don't have to spend money.
For the entire week, all 7 sororities competed to see who could raise the most money. Coincidentally, the number 7 holds significance in the story of Patty Murphy, too.
After his death, 7 women came forward to claim his fortune, and that's why we have 7 sororities compete to see who wins Patty Murphy. It's actually great to see the competitive sides of the sorority come out for a really good cause.
The week concluded with the fan favorite talent show and party to announce the winners of this year's Patty Murphy Week, FIMU.
So Asa, how much money was raised during the Patty Murphy Week?
Well, according to SAE Philanthropy Chair Jordan Steiner, over $25,000 was raised for the Children's Network Miracle Hospitals in this year's Patty Murphy Week.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for that report, Asa. No matter what Greek organization you're part of, springtime means formal time. This week I took a trip to Casey Lashes and got the first-hand experience of all their beauty services. I've got more on how to prepare for formal on your 1 Minute of Happiness. Hi, and welcome to 1 Minute of Happiness. I'm Isabella Kicklighter, and we're here talking today with Casey Lash Studios about everything you might need for formal and prom season. Prom and formals are starting to begin, and what could be better than looking your best with a fresh tan and some new lashes? Casey Lash Studio provides all different kinds of services from eyelash lifts and tints to glowing spray tans.
Our lashes and brows and spray tans are all great for formals and proms because all of the services last at least a week to a week and a half to 2 weeks long. So you can come in anytime prior to your event and have those services done, and you'll be ready for your event.
Each customer who comes to Casey Lashes is treated with an individual experience, leaving them feeling confident. The atmosphere is very welcoming, each station thoroughly cleaned and sanitized between customers, and every step of the process is explained to each client during their session. If you want to enjoy your own experience at Casey Lashes, look at their Instagram and Facebook at Casey Lash Studio and book an appointment today at www.caseylashstudio.com. I'll see you again next time on 1 Minute of Happiness. Going to Casey Lashes was so much fun, and my experience was great, and my eyelashes looked great for formal. Are you going to formal this year?
I don't know yet. We'll see. I gotta find a dress, so maybe if I find that perfect dress, I might just go. Our football team has already begun practicing for the new spring season under a new coaching staff. Your Newsroom's Justin Helms talked to the new strength and conditioning coach about the new spring regimen.
New strength and conditioning head coach Robert Steiner was hired by Clay Helton last December. After having success at multiple Power 5 schools like LSU, Notre Dame, and at USC with Coach Helton, there were a few motivating factors in his decision to come to Statesboro.
So first and foremost, I believe in the vision that Coach Helton has and the person that he is. Plus, I was raised in this area. You know, I was raised about an hour and 45 minutes from here. Georgia Southern has always been the gold standard for the state of Georgia.
Steiner told me the team is currently in what they call the winter phase, a key part of their strength program.
For us, that winter phase is such a huge part because it lays the foundation for the rest of the year. You know, giving those guys the armor necessary to be able to compete and stay healthy.
Most importantly, spring football gives players and coaches a chance to see their off-season hard work pay off.
I think my favorite part of all of those things is being able to see what we've worked on and how that transitions onto the field.
So Justin, when is the first game of the new season?
Thank you. And the Eagles' annual Blue vs. White spring game will be held April 23rd, Saturday at 12 p.m. noon right here in Paulson Stadium.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see the Eagles back on the field. Thank you, Justin. Georgia Southern's Army ROTC teamed up with the Red Cross and created a blood drive for our community to make an important donation. Your Newsroom's Elise Taylor brings us the story from the Eagle Battalion.
Last week, the ROTC team collaborated with the Red Cross to host their very own blood drive in the Military Science Building. ROTC members volunteered at the event and helped donors check in before they gave blood.
The Red Cross, they come early in the morning at like 9 a.m. and we have cadets volunteer to come help them set up. So once we get that set up, then at 10 o'clock they can start taking patients for blood.
When you arrived at the blood drive, you filled out a quick questionnaire and then waited for your name to be called so you could give blood. After, snacks and juice were provided in order to stabilize your blood sugar and fluid levels.
My family always gives blood, and this was actually my first time, so I kind of wanted to start doing that because they do it every year, multiple times a year, and also to just give back.
According to the Red Cross, someone in the U.S. needs blood every 2 seconds. This blood is essential for surgeries, cancer treatment, chronic illnesses, and much more. Luckily, there was a really great turnout for the event, and people seemed really eager to give blood so that they too could help save a life.
I just believe it's really important to, when I can and when it's needed, to donate blood to help others because I know a lot of the time, especially the American Red Cross, they are always looking for help with blood donations.
So Elise, why is it important for college students, and really anyone, to give blood?
Only 3% of age-eligible people donate blood yearly, so it's very important to donate. When you give a blood donation, you can save a life or possibly multiple lives from just a quick and easy fraction of your time.
Thanks, Elise. If you're interested in donating blood, visit the Red Cross website at redcrossblood.org.
March was National Athletic Trainers Month, a month dedicated to recognizing and showing gratitude to athletic trainers in all professions. We didn't get to last month, but we wanted to take a moment to spotlight our trainers once again. Here's Your Newsroom's Justin Helms.
Every year, trainers around the country celebrate the month of March as National Athletic Trainers Month. The month's focal theme differs from year to year as well.
This year's theme is providing health care everywhere. And the main reason behind that is because you see athletic trainers in the professional sports, collegiate sports, and in the secondary setting, so high schools and places like that. But athletic trainers are more present than you would know.
He told me those who share his title can be found in places like NASA, performing arts, and even in some industrial settings like Amazon and UPS, used for things like workplace injuries. Overall, there are 21 athletic trainers and assistants here whose jobs require a wide variety of skills.
And a lot of the stuff that the general population sees of an athletic trainer is that stereotypical standing on the sideline, holding a towel, holding a water bottle, passing out water, or taping an ankle. And that's the general consensus of what an athletic trainer is. But when you really look, if you're using the metaphor of the iceberg, that's probably about 10% of what we do.
From dealing with illnesses to rehab, a majority of what trainers do is out of the public eye. Head athletic trainer Brandy Klaus has focused a lot of her attention on aiding the mental health of student athletes, a side of sports that has been more talked about over recent years.
I started doing mental wellness checks with some of our student athletes and their mental health. So if they're seeing a licensed psychologist or a licensed counselor, every 2 weeks, then that week in between, sometimes I'm going to check in with them. So they come in and I check in with them and I see them. I want to see how they're eating. I want to see how they're sleeping, how your grades are. And I want to actually get my eyes on you.
A big thanks and well-deserved month of appreciation for the help of our athletic trainers.
Wow, Justin, our athletic trainers really do so much that we wouldn't know.
They sure do. And even though March was their month of recognition, there's never a bad time to show appreciation to our trainers for all they do.
That's right. Thank you for that report, Justin. And thank you for joining us this week. We encourage you to connect with us on social media at your_newsroom.
For now, for Isabella and for all of us at your newsroom, we'll see you next week. So long.